Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how to do another one of those halftone gradient things in Adobe Illustrator. And once again, this is for my yearbook class that I actually teach in person, so some of these parameters might not apply to whatever your project you are working on if you're just one of my subscribers. So the first thing we're going to do for our yearbook students is to create this page 8.75 by 11.25. That's basically a letter size with a bleed built in. Make sure you have 300 ppi on your raster effects, and the color mode can be RGB. Alright, and the first thing we're going to do is draw a big circle, because this is going to be a circle gradient, an ellipse halftone. You can make it just a little smaller than the page size, and we're going to fill this or stroke with nothing, and we want to fill it with this gradient right here, the black and white one, and that will open up this window. We're going to choose this middle one, Radial gradient, and then I want to flip it so it's going the opposite direction, so reverse gradient, and you can just leave it like that. Alright, so we want to go to Object, Expand Appearance, and then go to Effect, Pixelate, Color Halftone. And just leave these numbers like this, 20, and these are 45. Say OK. And you see we have a halftone gradient, but it is bitmap. So when I do Control Y, I see that there's not really actually paths drawn there. So I'm going to go to Object, Expand Appearance, and then I'm going to open up the Image Trace panel. It's over here, Window, Image Trace. So open up your Image Trace panel. Go to the mode and make that black and white tracing result. Leave that like this. And the preset, let's go to Sketched Art. And say, make sure that this is checked, the Ignore White. That's very important. And then say OK. And then one more, Expand. You can click the Expand right here, or go to Object, Expand, and say expand both of those. OK. Alright, now when we do Control Y, you can see we have actual paths drawn. So at this point you can fill it with any color that you want. I'll choose this pink color. If it turns out to be gray at first, I don't know why it always does that, why it does that sometimes. But if it does, just choose a color up there, and then it will let you edit it if you want to edit the color. If you want it to be a little bit different pink, you can still edit it from there. And then you're going to draw a rectangle that's the size of the whole paper. And you're going to fill this with a little bit different color. Choose kind of a purple and go to Object, Arrange, Send to Back, and there we have it. So now you have a radial halftone pattern that we can use as a background for our yearbook pages. You'll need to save it as an Illustrator file, and then save an extra copy. Go to Export and export as JPEG so that our Photoshop class can work on those. And this is the file that you'll submit with your form. Make sure the resolution is high, 300, and this number here, as long as it's above 5, it's good. And the color is RGB.